Hello everyone, I'm Nathan Duenas, Marine Corps combat vet for both Iraq and Afghanistan war. I did 13 years and 6 deployments. And a lot of people have been asking me some questions about this, and I'll just say it like this way. First, I want to say to the families of the Marines that fell. I'm so sorry. My thoughts and prayers are with you. I can't begin to imagine the rage that you must be feeling. It's after seeing the way the president handled it and what was said, it was fucking cheap. It's coward. And it's unacceptable. I've had conversations about this. People have said, "Oh man, that sucks." 20 years. Like I couldn't imagine. It's not just 20 years. It's 20 years of missing Christmases. It's 20 years of a failed marriage for countless Marines. When, they got orders to go back and their spouses were like, I can't do this again. I myself have held Marines that, were falling apart and crying because they didn't want to lose their wife. And then after dealing with the divorce, they still go. You still go. Regardless of what happens, you have a duty and a responsibility. And here's the thing. My oath that I took did not come with an expiration date. So if I saw that it was feasible and could find a way back over there, we used to talk about hearts and minds, and that was how we were going to win these wars, is getting the hearts and minds of the people that we're going to help. So you make promises. You tell them, look, if you work with me, let me know what is going on here. I will help you and your family out, and I will protect them. And we'll make this a better Afghanistan or a better Iraq for your kids to grow up in. After seeing some of the images that I've seen these last couple days, well, I'm a fucking liar now. Because that's not what happened. I mean, this isn't a fuck up, okay? There's a fuck up. I've seen plenty of fuck ups. I've been a part of fuck ups. I've done it myself, Thank God I haven't been in any of those that have gotten anyone hurt or injured. But a fuck up is like, accidentally leaving your weapon on the hood of one of the Humvees, or somebody fucking drives over it or some shit like that. That's a fuck up, okay? This This is deliberate. This is deliberate, and it's fucking unexcusable. And here's the thing, people are talking about, like, some people get relieved. Like, that's it? Cool. Somebody gets relieved. Somebody loses their job. I don't think that's going to help any of these family members sleep at night. I don't think that's going to help any of the kids that are now fatherless because of this are going to take comfort in that, well, at least he lost his job. It's very odd that the men and women that serve today, those are some of the bravest people on this earth. Like me, when I came into the Marine Corps, I graduated boot camp September 9th, 2001. 2 days later, September 11th happened. So that, for me, that was a mind fuck. But what I thought was the most courageous thing were the people that were joining after that. You knew you were going to war. You knew there was a not just highly likely chance that you were going to go. You knew you were going. That's just it. And not maybe once, not maybe twice, but a lot. No riots on this one, though, huh? So we're just expendable. I know that there's this thing that everybody likes to think that people in the military are low on the whole intelligence and whatnot. We joke in the Marine Corps like we eat crayons for snacks, and we see who's quiet when we're treated like this. The veterans. Where do you think all those guys that were fighting for 20 years, where do you think those guys went? They're in your communities now. I just hope during that time when maybe you're asking for help or you need somebody to come to your aid. And like this isn't that hard. I mean, your basic Lance Corporal, your little piss on, could fucking figure this one out. And I'll put it to you this way. Let's say you're in a community and a fire has broken out and it's making a run for the town. Everybody's got to evacuate. Like, cool, let's get our shit and go. As a parent, you're loading up the truck and you're like, oh, we're not going to have enough room for everything. Do you leave your kids there and then hightail it out and be like, hey, I'll be right back. I'll come get you? No, you don't. You stay there, tell your wife, hey, go take that stuff, drop it off. I'll wait with the kids and we'll get out of here. You don't just abandon the people that aren't able to protect themselves when you're supposed to be the person that is protecting them. That's just ludicrous. And this came from the buck stops with me. Like I said, you got guys that have been in the Marine Corps 2 years. They could have figured that shit out. This isn't fucking rocket science. And the thing is he's got advisors. He's got a bunch of people say, hey, sir, this is not a good idea. Like, why is that not a good idea? And they'll go down a fuck ton list why it's not a good idea. And then there's another guy right next to him saying, hey, yeah, this isn't a good idea. And then saying, and more. I heard him be that tough guy one time. He said he'd take Trump out back and he'd beat the crap out of him. But I'll tell you right now, if I could, I'd snatch the soul right out of his fucking body. If y'all ain't fucking upset about it, then you see me coming, part the other way. Step aside. We're not expendable. Stay safe out there.